Hey, welcome to Module 7. I hope you enjoyed brainstorming last week. Honestly, this is one of my favorite projects, and it's so fun to see what each of you come up with. Now, I know thinking of 100 ideas is a challenge, but as with anything in life, practice makes perfect, and that's why I included a ton of techniques to help you find what works for you. So speaking of those techniques, I'd love to get some feedback there. Which did you try? Did any work well? Did you just totally not care for any? It would be a huge help if you could let me know in the announcement comments. So this week you're going to be writing, finally. You will be learning some copywriting techniques to help improve your writing skills and continue expanding on that creative toolbox that we're building together. And one thing I'd love for you to focus on for this module is the topic covered in chapter 9 of your assigned reading, which is voice. And voice is one of the most important parts of a copywriter's job. So this week's assignment is going to give you the perfect opportunity to try out writing in a specific voice. So you'll be writing a brand manifesto, which is all about what the brand stands for and why it exists. So think of it like the essence of the brand, if you will. Now, your brand manifesto should not be a laundry list of features or benefits. In fact, most manifestos rarely say anything about what the brand actually sells. It's always more about emotion and feeling. So your manifesto could talk about your brand's values, its hopes, its dreams, its future. It could talk about its motivations or its people. It could be a rallying cry or a challenge. And if you're unsure of which way to go, take a look back at your persona and your target audience. Ask yourself, what are their aspirations? What are they feeling? And what are they really about? So a great manifesto should have a strong voice, a clear perspective, and a feeling to it. So let's look at some examples together. I'll start with the reigning champ of manifestos, Nike. Now let's give this one a watch.
If we show emotion, we're called dramatic. If we want to play against men, we're nuts. And if we dream of equal opportunity, delusional. When we stand for something, we're unhinged.
It's super, it's gonna need to calm down.
When we're too good, there's something wrong with us. And if we get angry, we're hysterical, or rational, or just being crazy. But a woman running a marathon was crazy.
Officials tried to pull her off the course.
A woman boxing was crazy. A woman dunking? Crazy. Coaching an NBA team? Crazy. A woman competing in a hijab, changing her sport, landing a double cork 1080? Or winning 23 Grand Slams, having a baby, and then coming back for more? Crazy, 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 and crazy. So if they want to call you crazy, fine. Show them what crazy can do.
What emotions came up in you as you were watching that? Maybe it's a sense of defiance or determination, like you can overcome any obstacle. It gets you pumped up, inspired. It makes you feel like you can get out there and just do it. And what you're feeling is Nike's voice. And the fact that they had Serena Williams, who is just an inspiration for so many, to be the voiceover actress for this commercial really solidifies what Nike wants you to feel. So let's watch another one from Mercedes-Benz.
As you get older, life becomes all about following a few simple rules. Be a gentleman. Work hard. Mind your manners.
And your dreams.
Respect your elders. Get a real job. Get married. Spend time with family. Be responsible. Dance to the beat of your own drum. Dress proper. Start a family. Be a good role model. Move to the suburbs. Be humble. Pass down tradition. Listen to advice.
You get paid for it?
Shut up!
Do not hang up on me.
Go ahead! Stop shouting!
Time to grow up.
Now, this spot also gives you a feeling of defiance, but in a different way. It makes you want to buck the rules and carve your own path. It's that feeling of independence and individuality, a reminder there's no one else like you. And Mercedes really leans into the tension here between the voiceover and the visuals to create that mood, that voice. Okay, let's watch another one, this time from Apple.
Open. Open a door, and it opens all the others. Open a mind, and see what happens next. No great thing, no beautiful invention was created in a vacuum. It happens when we leave our comfort zone and come together. Embrace faiths, cultures, disabilities, differences. Embrace races, ages, ideologies, personalities, creating a tool or device nobody saw coming. Humanity is plural, not singular. The best way the world works is everybody in, nobody out. So who we're made of is everyone. Differences not just celebrated, but essential. Many more women in charge. Equal pay for equal work everywhere. A new generation of Apple, more diverse than the one that came before. Open is not just who we are, but what we believe as a company. Because humanity isn't singular, it's plural. The truth is, we don't see things the same. The power is, we don't see things the same.
So here, Apple is celebrating and raising up our differences by focusing on this feeling of togetherness. It's a really beautiful sentiment that encourages each of us to look at our own strengths. We all have something to bring to the table, and Apple helps us imagine a future where everyone is already at the table. They use a lot of repetition to drive that feeling home, and overall, it's just really nicely written. Now, I have one last example that is a bit different, okay? It purposefully makes fun of the manifesto format, the tropes and cliches used by so many brands. It's a bit meta. It's a manifesto about manifestos, but I think it's hilarious and it has some good lessons to it. So let's watch.
We think first of vague words that are synonyms for progress and pair them with footage of a high-speed train. Science is doing lots of stuff that may or may not have anything to do with us. See how this guy in a lab coat holds up a beaker? That means we do research. Here's a picture of DNA. There are a shitload of people in the world, especially in India. See how we're part of the global economy? Look at those farmers in China. But we also do business in the USA, or want you to think we do. Check out this wind energy thing in Indiana and this blue-collar guy with dirt on his face. Also, we care about the environment, loosely. Here's some powerful rushing water and people planting trees. Our policies could be related to these panoramic views of Costa Rica. In today's high-speed environment, stop-motion footage of a city at night with cars turning quickly makes you think about doing things efficiently and time passing. Lest you think we're a faceless entity, look at all these attractive people. Here's some of them talking and laughing, and close-ups of hands passing canned goods to each other in a setting that evokes community service. Equality, innovation, honesty, and advancement are all words we choose from a list. Our prophets are awe-inspiring, like this guy who's looking up and pointing at a skyscraper or a kite while smiling and explaining something to his child. Using a specific ratio of Asian people to black people to women to white men, we want to make sure we represent your needs and interests, or at least a version of your skin color in our ads. Did we put a baby in here? What about an ethnic old man whose wrinkled smile represents the happiness and wisdom of the poor? Yep.
I wanted you to see this example because it showcases how quickly a manifesto can go from something really powerful and authentic to forced and phony. A manifesto should only reflect what is true about a brand. If it ever tries to do more than that, it comes out sounding disingenuous and fake, and our bullshit detectors are better than ever. So as you write your manifesto, I want you to think about what's really true about your brand. Don't talk about connection if your product doesn't enable people to connect. Don't talk about innovation if your brand is stuck on tradition. And don't talk about sustainability if waste from your product is hurting the environment. So the most important thing you can do is be real. So the last topic I wanted to cover was our discussion for this week, because you may notice that you're going to be playing around with an AI writing tool called ChatGPT. And in another couple weeks, you'll also be playing with DALL-E 2. Now, I wanted to address the use of creative AI tools in this class because this can be a super polarizing subject for folks. And my goal for having you use these tools is simply to expand your options. And beyond those two specific programs, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of AI tools out there. There's an AI for everything from writing obituaries to giving you movie recommendations to 360 image generation and all the way to meal planning, okay? Anything you can think of, there's an AI for it. And if there isn't one yet, there's gonna be. I know, the legal and ethical implications are murky here, and that can really freak people out and totally turn them against the idea of AI altogether. However, it is our responsibility to understand this new generation of tools and be able to use them responsibly to our benefit. Now, I encourage each of you to do your own research, stay up to date on the conversation, and test out the tools yourself. After all, AI is not going to take your job, but somebody using AI will. Also, I hate that I have to say this, but do not ask the AI to write anything for you, and do not use its writing as your own. That is plagiarism and frankly defeats the entire purpose of this course, which you are paying for. Anyway, I am so looking forward to seeing the first real examples of writing from you. I cannot wait to read your manifestos. And as always, hit me up if you have any questions or need any help. I hope you all have a great week. Cheers.